Hey, everybody. I'm Jesse, and welcome to another edition of Gen X Thanks. And today is Christmas Eve. Uh, and I was just going to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and hopefully a Happy New Year as well. But this morning I was going to kick this conversation off by talking about the things that science can't explain, right? There's this um, kind of attitude or belief or whatever that science, like they know everything. A lot of people think we've just explained everything that's possible to explain with science, right? And it's just not true, not even close to true. But there is a whole lot that science can't explain. Consciousness, for one thing. What is consciousness? What is that? Um, Let me see here. I'm trying to get my excuse me. Trying to get my chat set up correctly. So bear with me for 1 second. There we go. Okay, I see you now. There we go. I was watching my other videos and I saw that they were glitching and so I wanted to try something different. So I'm using some online streaming thing. But of course, I had to find one that I could afford. A lot of those things are expensive. Tripwire, Dog Karma, Oliver Rust, Doc, Savage. What's up? Glad to see y'all here. All right, now that I have my chat set up correctly, we can get the show on the road. Now back to what I was talking about with the things that science can't explain. Wayne Beatty and Jeff 7, what's up? Vinyl Zeppelin box set? Oh yeah, Jeff 7. That kicks ass, dude. I ordered Stash of Quaalude. Oh yeah. T minus 3 hours and 38 minutes trip. All right, dude. Yep. Time, magnetism, also just life. We have no idea what life is. Take a seed, for instance. A seed is an inanimate object. It'll just sit there for however long, until it rots away, until it turns into dust. But put it under the right conditions, something in the universe imbues it with life, and it comes to life. There is no life in a seed. A seed isn't a kernel of life. You throw a kernel of corn, a dried out kernel of corn on the table, and it's not alive. By any definition, is it alive? And there is no definition that gives that seed life. But put it under the right conditions, the right moisture, the right temperature, it comes to life. It is imbued with life. We don't understand what that is, that transition there from inanimate object to life, to a living thing. Humanity does not understand that. We have no idea. Another thing is dark matter and dark energy. We know that, like, I think 85% of the universe is dark energy, and then, like, I forget what it is, 10% is dark matter, and then the rest of the universe is what we know. So by far, the vast majority of the universe, we can't even detect it, right? Whatever's in it. And that makes me wonder, like we were talking about before, about the about the different. Now I'm getting a mind blank. Um, anyway, the different. Uh, I can't believe I can't think of this word. Um, dimensions. The different dimensions, right? Say dimensions, the dark matter and dark energy that we can't detect is actually other dimensions, and the dimensions are close together like pages in a book, right? So page 10 and page 11 in a book, they aren't the same pages, but they do make up the book. They are the book. So what if the universe is a lot bigger than we even understand, and these are just other dimensions, right? All this dark matter and dark energy. That's one theory. I don't want to call it a theory, but just one direction that my mind travels when I think about that kind of stuff. Um, then another thing is, oh yeah, why we sleep. But yeah, I mean, uh, why does our body shut down like that and completely become completely defenseless for 8 hours? When we could, there are other ways that we could rejuvenate and rest and dream. Why do we dream? We have no idea why we dream. Um, I mean, there are a bunch of theories on it. You know what I mean? But the lack of sleep will kill you. It will kill you. You can't, and it's not like you just run out of energy. You can eat healthy and drink plenty of water and everything, and still die from the lack of sleep. So it's not like your body just runs out of energy and you die like starvation or thirst or whatever. It's sleep. The lack of sleep will kill you for some different reason, uh, and it's crazy. One, one, one shoplifting day left until Christmas, Oliver. That's one way to put it, dude. Yeah, yeah. Um, Yeah, that would be cool if we could use dark matter to go to a dimension where the 80s never ended. Yeah, trip. That would be awesome, dude. Yeah. Yeah, Robert. Yeah, I've gone literally years with insufficient sleep in the army. Yeah, you can literally go years without getting enough sleep. You can get just enough to stay alive, you know what I mean? But if you tried to stay awake for too many days, you start hallucinating and shit, and you just kind of go crazy, and it ends up being fatal if you go long enough. Bucky, what's up? What's up, dude? Glad to see you here. Is everything all right with this live stream? Are there any glitches or anything? Let me know, because like I said, using this new software. You're trying to iron out like I said, I watched one of my older videos and it was glitching. The audio was streamed clearly, but the video was glitching. So I figured I would go through this third party thing and try this new stuff. So let me know if there are any problems with it. If y'all detect any problems, let me know. You can you can just put it here in the comments or send me an email or whatever. Yeah, shit gets trippy. Yeah, after several days, it's probably different. Like how many days without sleep becomes dangerous to fatal. For each person, it's probably different. But yeah, eventually it is fatal. AF, what's up, AF? Glad to see you here. Oh, okay. All right, AF. I'll go check out the comments on that last video. It's all good now. All right, Trip. Yeah. But geared up, I'm geared up for Christmas, and we're gonna have a pretty nice Christmas here with the wife. She decorates everything beautifully, and she's really good about having Christmas, and we both enjoy and love Christmas a whole lot. So it's our special time of the year together. Luckily, I actually worked late last night, so I wouldn't have to go in today. So I get today off and tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow we're gonna have ham. We're gonna cook up a Christmas ham and a couple of pies and stuff. So we're gonna have a good Christmas dinner, and all the dogs are gonna have presents under the tree, which that's great. My wife loves to do that, and I enjoy it too. I interpret uh, the dog's thoughts to my wife because she doesn't understand them. So I interpret for her, and a lot of times they're talking shit. So savage. 3 weeks without sleep. Okay. Yeah. Endorphins produced in the brain. And a lot, yeah, throughout history, dreams have have been seen to be prophetic a lot of times, right? When people dream in the old days. Nowadays, it's not that big a deal. People don't think that along those lines like they used to. Some people still do, dreams come true or whatever. You hear that all the time. But back, like, say, Middle Ages or whatever, dreams meant something. I mean, that, as time progressed, then it got to be kind of it still continued, but it got kind of be, like the palm reading and the tarot cards and shit like that, interpreting dreams uh, went off into that kind of category. But for thousands and thousands of years of human history, we thought dreams were actually prophetic and thought that they meant something, that they could tell the future and shit. So there's been a shift there in our thought about dreams, and I mean, in a lot of things, a lot of that stuff we've pushed to the side, those old beliefs, and sometimes for good reason, But some of the stuff that we pushed to the side, I think that we should have held on to. I'm not a complete, I'm not a complete cuckoo, and think that we should still worship Zeus and Apollo and shit. But some of that stuff was good. Not processing your. The only way you're going to get answers from a doctor that make any kind of sense is to go to somebody that's not processing your insurance. Otherwise, we cannot do anything. The protocol, okay. But protocol. Shirley, hey, welcome, Shirley, our newest Gen X Thinks member. That's awesome, Shirley. Thank you so much. That's great. I appreciate it. Many signals. Okay, I think part of the reason we don't dream so much is that we're surrounded by so many signals and we have so many chemicals running through our body. Yeah, that makes sense, Robert. That actually makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've done that, Bucky. Worked with people that don't work or don't sleep for a week at a time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it can get dangerous. They actually start hallucinating and shit, and yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Okay, yeah. Well, Savage, that's all most of the trappings that come with Christmas, the Christmas holiday that we have today, uh, most of the trappings and the traditions come from pagan holidays, but because at one point they were intertwined, right? The Christians decided just to turn winter solstice, the Yule, into Christmas, and celebrate Jesus's birthday on that day at one point. So we adopted the Christmas tree and the Yule log and all that stuff. So we adopted a lot of the pagan trappings to do with Christmas. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that personally. I love Christmas. I love the holiday, the spirit of giving. Now, in more recent times, it's just completely commercialism. I have more of a problem with that, with the commercialism part of it, right? Uh, everybody's everybody acts like they're just out to get their presents and stuff, and all of the media and the marketing and all that stuff, that's a little sickening. But I don't have too much of a problem with the Christmas tree and the decorating, the traditions. Yeah, I actually like those things. Had an epic dream about woodworking and using a really cool router. That would be a cool dream, AF. Yeah. Yeah. I've actually had dreams like that where I'm using some tool or some machine that's completely far. I wonder, that's probably how some stuff got invented. You know what I mean? That's probably how some stuff got invented. People dreamed that shit up and then decided to try to make it. But I've had dreams like that too. Yes. Yep. Yeah, Robert, I think so too. That's where I'm at, Robert. We're on the same page there. I think we've overly placed faith in science and technology and deemed as archaic paganism some of the ideas of the past. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Not all of them. We can't. There's some stuff we can't do. Blood sacrifices and shit. People will start throwing that shit in your face if you say anything like this. Morons will say, they used to sacrifice people and throw them off a pyramid. I'm not talking about that shit. You know what I mean? But some basic morals. You know, some basic morals. Uh, Keeping the actual spirit of the holiday of Christmas, that kind of stuff. Not the ridiculous shit. We know we don't do human sacrifices anymore for a good reason. There's a lot of that stuff we've abolished that was bad, and we abolished it for good reason. But we can't. It's the pendulum thing. The pendulum swings too far in every category. You know what I mean? Beat the shit out of your kids and abuse them. Don't touch them and let them, never discipline them at all, ever, and just let them grow up to be complete selfish narcissists. You know what I'm saying? So it's one side or the other. You know, it can't be a middle ground. We can't just have a middle ground. The pendulum will swing through the middle ground, and we'll have a happy uh, decade. Like the '80s. A lot of the stuff was really sweet in the '80s because that was kind of the sweet spot for a lot of social issues. But then the pendulum swung way far over, and it's gotten ridiculous. Ezekiel, Tank, Ferret, what's up, Tank? Glad to see you here, man. Shannon, hey Shannon. Raziel, there he is, back in action. Glad to see y'all here. A good balance of B vitamins in the morning to afternoon will help with sleep and dreaming. Okay, Tank. Don't call new members, Shirley. Yeah. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, Shannon. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but you do the no sleep thing for 3 to 4 days, huh? Something like that. AF, not weeks. You try that stuff for weeks, and you start getting loopy. The YouTube algorithm sent. Oh well, thumbs up to the YouTube algorithm, Tank. Glad to have you here, man. Jeff 7. Really? 3 to 4 hour chunks of sleep. That's one place I've just been blessed my entire life, Robert. I can sleep 8 hours. Yeah, 8 solid hours, just sleep all the way through. Uh, Dead to the world for 8 hours, and that's kind of a, I don't know what you. I'm just lucky that way. I've been that way as far back as I can remember. Uh, I'll set my alarm and wake up, in 6 hours or something if I have a live stream to do or something. You know what I mean? But if not that, I would, with no alarm, I'll just sleep 8 hours and wake up around there. If I've had a particularly hard day, I might sleep 9 hours. If I don't need that, I might sleep 7. But normally, I'd say 8 out of 10 days, I'll sleep 8 hours. Yeah. One of the last dreams I had was right before you stopped working at the prison. Oh, okay, Robert. I've had a few crazy dreams. I've had a couple dreams that really stuck in my head. But one dream I had, I was a teenager and I was working out on a farm for one summer, and I was sleeping, and in my dream, a raven or a crow, I don't know which, was flying into the room that I was sleeping in and landed on my pillow and pecked me in the forehead, right? And and the shit hurt, and I woke up like this, damn, and I felt, and I looked at the blood on my hand, and I looked around, but it was like, uh I don't know, like water, like I was underwater or something. I couldn't focus, looking around and like this, and then all of a sudden I'd be back laying down again, and the crow would fly in and peck me in the forehead again, and I'd wake up. I went through that, like, I don't know, 6 or 8 times maybe, where in the dream I would wake up and look around, but I wasn't, I was groggy, really groggy, and I was trying to get my bearings, and then I'd be laying back down again. And then finally, the last time I actually woke up and looked around, like, what the hell? That was one of the weirdest dreams I've ever had. Yeah. But when I finally woke up, there was no bird. Just to specify there. Yeah. Razzmatazz and all that jazz AF. Yeah. The Christmas spirit, I think it's a real thing. I've always felt it. It's just a good feeling, and a feeling of community, a feeling of brotherly love. Jeff 7, you never sleep more than 3 hours at a time. See, I couldn't imagine that shit. Michelle, what's up? 4 to 5 hours, Michelle? See, I can't imagine that. I've slept just 8 hours for so long, my entire life that I know of, except when I'm not allowed to, like when I was in the army. Uh, I don't know what it would be like not to be able to get 8 hours sleep. That'd drive me insane. I guess I'd get used to it after a while. 36 hours of sleep. That's gotta be some kind of record, AF. You're gonna be in the Guinness Book of World Records. You keep that shit up. A middle-aged sleep pattern? Okay. All right, Michelle. Lupus flare dreams. Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet, Shannon. Oh, all right. You used to be able to sleep like the dead. I do now. Yeah, I sleep like a damn log, dude. Zombie, what's up, zombie? You gotta take some pharmaceutical help to sleep good, huh, zombie? Merry Christmas, Ten Grizz. What's up, dude? Glad to see you here. Glad you could make it. Merry Christmas, zombie. That's what my wife does, Michelle. Yeah, she don't know. She'll sleep so hard for for an hour or two, but when she wakes up, she's confused about what time of day it is, and I'll mess with her. I'll see her wake up like that, and I'll jump up and act like I'm getting ready for work at 8 o'clock at night. I'll act like I'm leaving for work. She gets mad at me. Oh shit! It's great having a wife. Merry Christmas, Tank. No, 4 hours at a time for you, Ezekiel. All right. You used to sleep like a log, Trip. 4 hours, man. 4 hours seems to be a common. I'm an outlier sleeping 8 hours. Most people seem like y'all sleep like 4 hours. Yeah, I've always heard that older people need less sleep. Robert, I've heard that. I haven't experienced that yet. I'm sure I will at one point. I just not yet. Um, I can still sleep 8 hours solid. 3 hours a night, Roz. Yeah, oh, I'm a napper too. Yeah, I can sleep 8 hours and then get me a good solid nap in the afternoon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a napper. Yeah, especially on holidays where you eat a lot, like Thanksgiving or Christmas. Yeah, yeah, zombie. Yeah, we need to start us a nap club. You're a nap person too, Oliver. Yeah, yeah, Jeff. Yeah, apologize to our kindergarten teachers because yeah, naps are the shit. Why I didn't want to take a nap back then, I don't know. Oh, okay. All right, Tank. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, dude. Yeah, some of us, yeah, sleep is a privilege that we get to experience once in a blue moon. Oh yeah, you can't be doing that, Bucky. You can't be missing the evening show, dude. You got to keep your ass up and set you an alarm. Gen X thinks alarm. 9.5 hours. Okay. Solve problems while you were asleep. That's an exceptional brain. I've never done anything really awesome in my dreams or in my sleep. It's always just a bunch of weird shit. 4 to 6 hours, Tame Grizz. Okay, see that seems to be common. Well, among us here, that seems to be a common zombie YouTube 8 hours straight. See, for me, yeah, I'm the oddball because I'll sleep 8 hours every night if circumstances allowed me to, work and YouTube and all the YouTube channel and all that. Yeah, I'd sleep 8 hours every night. I wouldn't have to set an alarm. I could go to sleep at 8 p.m. and wake up at 4 a.m. Without even an alarm. I wouldn't need it. I'd just sleep 8 hours. Oh yeah, yeah. You got to keep them foxes and hawks away, Robert. Yeah, anytime thing. Yeah, owls too, even at night. But your chicken's usually in probably inside a coop at night. Older people are capable of less REM sleep and less quality sleep. AF. And we can't even sleep right anymore. We're not even capable of sleeping. Okay, napping it. Yeah, 3 to 6 hours nap in the afternoon. AF asleep 36 hours and then wake up to take a nap. Set her alarm so she can get a nap and rest from all that sleeping. 36 hours will wear your ass out. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Ezekiel. I hope you have a great one, dude. Yeah, oh yeah. I remember when I didn't need a nap. Yep. I used to rip and run all day. Now, nah. Now I'm not, I'm working all day out there. I don't really have time for a nap in the afternoon anyway. But whenever I have a few minutes there, I'll fall asleep in my chair. Yeah, I will. That's one reason I like to watch movies that I've seen before, many times before, and I know the movie. That way I can nod off and wake up and I haven't missed anything. I already know what happened. so so I can just pick right back up in the movie where I was. You are great. Okay. Sarge, what's up, Sarge? You've been up since 2:30. Merry Christmas, Sarge. All right. Getting stuff done, huh? Well, yeah. Yeah, circumstances. Sometimes we just got to get shit done. Lake, just another guy in the woods. What's up, Lake? Glad to see you here. Happy Yule, Lake. Ah, Merry Christmas, dude. Yeah, I can't hear it. Jeg Onsker der en good Yule. That's cool, Lake. Thank you. Okay. Sarge, you only get 4 hours of sleep a night? All right. See, I haven't heard anybody else or seen anybody else in the comments say that they get 8 hours. It's me with 8 hours all by myself, then everybody else with 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours, and then AF with 36 hours. So I think AF wins the award for the longest sleep. But yeah, I think that the average seems to be 4 to 6 hours. Yeah, yeah. We just all sleep vicariously through AF. She gets enough in one shot. Yeah. Oh, okay. Evening show is a busy time for you, AF. All right. Yeah, AF stays up though. I think 3 to 4 days at a time working, and then has to crash. Sleeps on. That's how I am, Sarge. Yeah. Yep. I'm normally normally in bed by 8. Sometimes I'll stay up to 9 or 10, but if I stay up to 9 or 10, I usually only, I've got my alarm set and I don't get as much sleep. But yeah, if I go to bed at 8, I'll sleep 8 hours. AF says 36 hours is not that long. That's a lot of dreaming. Yeah. Holy cow. You can fall asleep in your truck for 30 minutes and then go back to work. Yeah. I could do that if the weather permitted, Sarge. Yeah, I could do that during the day but down here in this heat and humidity, yeah, just sweat running down. You couldn't do that shit down here unless, you can run the air conditioning if you wanted to leave your truck idle for 30 minutes, but I don't do that shit. Oh, okay. So an owl, yeah, owls too, Robert. All right. Oh, okay. Almost a hibernation, huh, Shannon? Okay. Yeah, I've caught plenty of chickens when they were roosting, and they're like, yeah, they wake up out of it. But yeah, if you're, if as long as you're move slowly and stuff, you can just reach up there and grab them. I mean, they're like Shannon describes there. They're in a torpor or whatever. Rocker, what's up? J Rex, welcome to the show. Spastic, it's fantastic, J Rex. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Yeah, Michelle. Wake and Baker all day long. Keeps people alive. Yeah. Yeah, I think keeping busy and staying physically, just moving around active, I think is good for the health. 72-hour coma, Hurst, zombie. You slept longer than that, AF? That's crazy. I can't imagine staying up for 3 days working like you do those 3, 4 day shifts. Yeah, I can't imagine that. I mean, I've been up for a couple days in the army, but still, we would grab naps where we could. I mean, I'd go to sleep in the driver's seat of the Humvee, just sit there and nod off and get 15, 20 minutes whenever I could. Behind enemy lines in the Massachusetts, Sarge. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Laic dreams or brain cells playing around and running simulations, trying to figure shit out. Yeah. 9 hours a week. Holy shit. Yeah, that's not anywhere near enough. Merry Christmas, J Rex. Yeah. Oh, all right. Thanks, Tank. That's my wife. My wife does the decorating for me. Oh yeah, did you see our major award? Gen X won this major award here a couple days ago. Gen X thinks. Major award right here. Yeah, for being so awesome. Hopefully y'all know what this is. If y'all don't know what this is, then you need to get your Gen X card recertified. But yeah, my wife does all this decorating. She loves doing it, and she loves making it look cool for y'all. And uh, yeah, she'll it. And when she first did it, the first few videos I did after she decorated, I'd go out and she'd come running in here and she'd move one of these little things over half an inch, and get it all. So she finally, after about 3 or 4 days, she got it the way she wanted it. But yeah, she'll appreciate you saying so, Tank. So thank you. Okay. You hate the state? You hate the state as in the politics and the culture? You don't hate the physical, landscape, the state itself, the geography, huh? Catch Dragonfly, what's up, Aussie boy? Merry Christmas, dude. Yeah. A barbecue tomorrow? All right, dude. Yeah. I hope you have a great Christmas, man. Thanks for dropping by and hanging out with us. Put a microwave dinner in, 10 hours later, waking up on the kitchen floor. Those were post call times. Yeah. Okay. That kind of stuff cracks me up. Merry Christmas, J Rex. Yeah, I've never done that, Sarge. Yeah. Sleep on a ruck march while watching. Oh, well, marching. Yeah, no, I've never been able to do that. Oh, Tank, what's up? Hey, another new member. Thank you, Tank. I appreciate that, dude. That's awesome, man. Thank you for your support. Yeah. Newest member, Tank. Merry KFC Christmas. Jack Mercer, what's up? Merry Christmas, Jack. Glad to see you here, man. Hope you have a great Christmas. Oh, yeah. And everybody, I am going to be doing a Christmas show tomorrow, probably about the same time as I did during the day that I did on Thanksgiving, just for people that are alone on Christmas. We'll just hang out. Uh, no pressure. If you're hanging out with your family or anything, don't feel pressured to come try to get on the channel and chat with us. It's just, if you're free and you want to hang out, fine. But those of you who don't have anybody to hang out with, you can hang out with me for a few hours, and um, we can talk about whatever. You know what I mean? But it'll be 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, after after I've had time to open gifts with the wife and all that stuff, and eat my Christmas lunch. Oh, okay. Political leaders suck in Massachusetts. All right. Yeah. All right, Sarge. I get it. Yeah. That's one thing about Florida is, I don't like it all. Don't get me wrong. They all have their problems, but compared to a lot of other states, I like the politics here. I like I like the way things are going compared. I don't like any government and any politics at all. Let me get that shit straight. I don't want to get confuse people. No, I don't know. But compared to the other states, Florida is one of the best. You know what I mean? Jack Mercer. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good Christmas. Who's Tank the Ferret? Our newest member. I fell asleep propped up in a corner of a room in the Navy. Savage. Yeah, that's one thing about the military. That it will teach you, if nothing else, that you can fall asleep just about anywhere. You know what I mean? I literally I was cramped up one time in the driver's seat of the Humvee, and my legs were hurting because I'd been in there for I don't know how many damn straight hours driving around. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. I was just exhausted, but my legs hurt so bad. So I pushed the seat of the Humvee back as far as it would go, and I actually wrapped my legs up around the steering wheel of the Humvee like this. So my feet were here like this, and slept like that, kind of like sitting Indian style, but sit back. And I slept like that, yeah, for about I don't know how long I slept that way, but it'll teach you where you can sleep anywhere, anytime, grab it when you can. You know what I mean? And my wife is amazed that I can, when she sees me fall asleep somewhere, you know, I'll fall asleep, waiting out in the lobby in a dentist's office or something, fall asleep out there. Yeah, it's just something. It's a thing you pick up in the military. Yeah. Yeah, and the prices of property now are going out of just they're out of the out of this world. I hear good things about Tennessee too, Robert, and Kentucky as well. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of deep research on it, but I've heard good things about Kentucky as well. Smoke a ham if you find a big enough rolling paper. I've never tried that, Ezekiel. I'm going to take your word for it. A normal parrot it or a normal ferret that got thrown into a particle accelerator tank. uh, okay, Sarge. Yeah, that's the thing. Those big dogs that look intimidating, but they're just big sweethearts. You know what I mean? Those are the best dogs. They can look intimidating as hell, but they're just big sweethearts. Love everybody to death. Yeah, yeah. I've heard that before, Shannon. That ferrets are good pets, and I've seen people with ferrets as pets. Never had one myself. Yeah, yeah. Well, a lot of the politics do. I don't know what it is. It's still kind of a north and south thing, isn't it? With the politics, that's weird. Yeah, he'd knock the beer off the table so he could lick it up off the floor, Robert. Shit. All right, you got 2 years. 2 years isn't that long though, Sarge. You see, slept standing in a loader station with ice water dripping on you. Slept like a log. Yeah, a morning swim in Florida, down Florida beach. That's awesome, J Reg. Yeah, this is the best time of year to be in Florida. Although I don't like it being 80 degrees on Christmas Day. I don't know. But hell, it's summer in Australia. They're celebrating Christmas in the dead heat of the summer, so I shouldn't be crying, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, well, Bucky, the Great Northwest, as far as the landscape, the geography, yeah, Washington, Oregon, even Northern California, it's just so beautiful. But I can say that about every state. New York is a beautiful state, dude. Geography, Montana, holy shit, you've got there's so much beauty just here in the United States. We have so much varying degrees of geography, from lowland swamps and heat and humidity down here in Florida all the way up to the Rocky Mountains and Grand Canyon. Yeah, the United States is a one beautiful country from sea to shining sea. Laura Ann, happy Christmas Eve, Laura Ann. Glad to see you here. An Anatolian Shepherd, Savage. Puts them in timeout, Savage. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. Oh, Savage, have you seen that video of the I forget what kind of dog it is. some kind of some kind of like pointer or something. It's kind of a yellowish reddish dog. But anyway, over there in India or somewhere, they had a litter of tiger cubs, and the mother died. So they let the tiger cubs nurse on this dog, right? This pointer setter or whatever it is. And they show, videos of this dog raising these cubs and stuff. And then at the end, the dog is there in the pen with all the tigers, and these tigers are like, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 times bigger than the dog. I mean, the tiger could just swat that thing and just carve it up just without even thinking about it. But the tigers go to, to playing with the dog and stuff, and the mama dog will get mad and punish them and get after them and shit, and they'll like scurry away because they don't want to you know get the ass whipping from her, and she'll break up fights, big tiger fights, and she'll run over there and break that shit up. Yeah, it's just awesome. She's just this, compared to them. I mean, she's a decent sized dog, but compared to tigers, she's just this tiny little thing, and she's running around in their enclosure, just putting them in check and breaking up fights and shit. And she doesn't take any shit from any of them. That's one of the coolest damn videos I've ever seen. Yeah. Oh, all right. Warm turkey and pork. Yeah. Yeah. Trip. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Turn on the lights, open the front door, and hunt some mice on the coop. All right. Yeah, smart dog is awesome. That's when my brother had, I've seen two just really, really smart dogs. One of them was my brother's, and it was just a mutt, just a straight up mutt. It had some lab and some other shit in it, but that dog could smarter. It probably take a test and go into the 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? That was an awesome dog. And the other dog, that smart, we just was me and the wife's dog, and she just passed away last year. But yeah, she was crazy intelligent too. I mean, just do shit almost on a daily basis that would surprise you. You're like, what the? But was she was just kind of a, what do you call that, a princess or whatever. She just wanted to lay around and eat and stuff, and she would use her intelligence to manipulate you to get what she wanted. But you could tell the thought process was there, and she would do shit, it would just blow your mind. Yeah, but she was a insanely smart dog too. Oh, Wayne Beatty slept in a water-filled trench during monsoon. Yeah, I remember. Where were you, Wayne? Because I saw monsoon season when I was over there in Korea. That monsoon season ain't no joke. People think it rains over here until they see monsoon season. Yeah, that shit's crazy, dude. Making fudge, Laura Ann. Oh, last year for fudge. Yeah, that's all that cooking and stuff y'all do during the holidays. I've got all kinds of respect for people that mostly women that spend so much time and effort making the holidays great for everybody else. Crab Man. Who said crab? There he is. Crab Man. What's up, Crab Man? Glad to see you, man. Merry Christmas. Fall in the Adirondacks. Yeah. I bet it is beautiful. Vermont, nice, yeah. Oh, excuse me. All right, Jack. Hopefully, we're entertaining to listen to. All right, Sarge. Well, have a great day and a Merry Christmas. Yeah, a lot of oxygen thieves out there. You're right about that, dude. Yeah. All right. Merry Christmas, Sarge. Have a good one. Oh, okay, J Rex. Be cold as hell, huh? Oh, okay, Ezekiel. Yeah, we've got a Chihuahua now. I need to do a show and bring him on and introduce him to y'all. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. All right. Well, our time is up. So I am going to go ahead and say goodbye and wish everyone a Merry Christmas on this Christmas Eve. Today, I'm going to fiddle around with the channel here with this new software that I'm using. It seems like everybody uh, seems like no one is having any issues with it. It seems to have gone smoothly on this first run with this new software. I had a little bit of an issue because it's a different set of things I need to do to prepare for the show. You know what I mean? So I need to make myself a list and put it up here. So when I sit down, I do the correct things in the correct order. But it seems like y'all are having a pretty seamless experience with this new stuff. So that's good. I was a little worried about that. But other than that, I'm going to relax. I do have to run to the store later this morning, get a few last minute food items, for Christmas dinner. But other than that, I'm going to relax today, watch a bunch of Christmas movies. Just watched, or I think we got three-quarters of the way through it. Uh, what's that? Polar Express. Polar Express, that movie Polar Express. Been watching that this morning. Gonna watch a bunch of Christmas movies and hang out with the wife today. Have a good time. As I said, tomorrow we'll have a show at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Christmas Day. No pressure to show up. Just if you've got the time and you want to hang out, you're invited. We'll probably just hang out. It's going to be really chill, just like Thanksgiving was. We'll just hang out and talk for a couple hours, so nobody has to be alone, and we'll just kind of have a little Gen X Christmas get together. So everyone's invited to that. That's 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. All right. Hopefully everybody's already opened their gifts and had a wonderful meal with whatever fixings and trimmings you like. So even if you're alone, hopefully you make yourself something special to eat at least for tomorrow. All right. And Merry Christmas, everybody. And I will say goodbye to Bucky, Jack Mercer, Michelle, Jeff7, Ezekiel, Tripwire AF, Laura Ann. Who else we got? Shannon, Robert, our new member, Tank, Crabman, J Rex. Did I say Oliver Rust already? Wayne Beatty. Let's see. Sarge. Oh, Sarge who left already, but still. Dragonfly. Who else we got here? I think I already said Michelle. Dragonfly. Rocker. Oliver Rust. Thought we had a couple more new people. Did I say Raziel yet? I don't think I said Raziel yet. Got to say goodbye to Raziel. All right. But if I missed your name, I apologize. You have to forgive me. They only allow me to scroll so far up the channel in the comments, and YouTube hasn't made a way to so I can say goodbye to everybody. Did I say goodbye to Jack Mercer already? I know I did. Crabman and Robert. All right, everybody. I sincerely hope y'all have a wonderful day and a very Merry Christmas. And I will let you go with that. And but you can listen to my spiel. Goodbye, everybody. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you'd like to support Gen X Thinks by becoming a member, I'll put that link down in the description, or you can head over to the channel page and become a member that way. I appreciate all the members down in the banner down here. Their support is invaluable, so thank you very much to all the existing members. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can do so by clicking on that super thanks button down there. Or you can hit that hype button. The hype button is something new that YouTube has come up with for smaller channels like mine, and I really do appreciate those of you who take a second and punch that hype button for me. It helps out a lot, so thank you very much. If you're interested in Gen X gear, we got some pretty cool stuff over there at Redbubble. Gen X Thinks and Gen X branded stuff, t-shirts, coffee mugs, ball caps, stickers, all kinds of cool stuff. But I'll leave that link down in the description for any of you who are interested. If you can't or don't want to support the channel in any of those ways, you can always do so by sharing these videos on your social media. That helps out one hell of a lot, so thank you very much to those of you who do that. And if you have any ideas for future episodes of Gen X Thinks, please put those down in the comments. Or you can email us, and the email is genxthinks@gmail.com. And as always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll